James, what up?
What's up, Bow Wow? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing great, man. I saw this screener, so I want you to tell me about BET's After Happily Ever After.
Yeah, man. Like you just said it, man. BT's brand new hit dating experience. That's what I call it. It's not just a show, it is an experience because we're taking you up, down, left, right, so many emotions. I mean, this is a show about, finding true love and finding your next love. And we're putting these couples in this house. They're isolated, no phones, no internet, no outside distractions, no communication. And you are put in a very awkward situation when you find out that not only will you be going somewhere for 30 days, a nice house, but of course, there's a twist. The twist is actually your exes will be in the house with you for the month, but the whole catch is your ex will be picking your next, which means can you trust your ex? Does your ex really knows best? And I think that's when the clash happens, and that's when all the action happens. So it's a different dating experience than you've ever seen. And usually these dating shows, they're the same format, a home full of the women or the guys, and at the end the girl gets the guy gets the girl, they ride off to the sunset, and boom. This is not that. This is totally different, but the end goal is we want these couples to leave this house with their next true love, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. They're here to find their next love, but the exes are put to the test to really see if the ex knows best. So it's wild. It's wild.
It is really wild. When they hit you with this and hit you with the concept, what was your first thought?
I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like so toxic. For me, I always put myself like in the viewer's position. I'm like, when I watch it first, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is really juicy. I definitely would watch this. This is different. And for me, I love different. I don't like doing things that I've seen before or that I've seen done before if it reminds me of something. But this is the first of its kind. It's a dating show with a whole spin to it. And, what makes it the first is the fact that I've never seen a show where, your ex is in charge of finding your next true love. And that's tough because trust is involved with that. Can I trust my ex? Was your breakup with your ex nasty to where you're nervous because they could probably sabotage and pick everyone that's not your type? Or, so it's time to play ball, man. So come October the 19th, you will see how this whole thing unfolds. I'm excited to watch it with everybody. I've tried my best to stay away from watching an early copy of the episode, but I'm gonna wait. So on the 19th of October, man, I can't wait to tune into BT and watch this whole thing unfold, man. It is wild.
Speaking of wild, when Mike told you what he told you, I saw your eyes and your eyebrows. What were you thinking then?
Tell me what part, because Mike has told me so.
He picked two. He picked a guy and a girl.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? It was crazy because yeah, when he told me, I was, and even when I heard it, the selection, it just threw me for a loop. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. And when you brought up Mike, the reason why I was looking puzzled, because I'm like, this isn't the only time Mike does something off the wall. So I had to really think like, okay, what moment did I have with Mike? Because there's like 25 of them. And it gets even more crazy with Mike as it goes. So if you think that right there was crazy, just wait until we get to like episode like 5 and up. I mean, it gets crazy. And the longer that the cast stay there and they start getting used to it, they start trying to manipulate rules. And you'll see that too during the season of how they're so smart on, the decisions that they make, and, playing just a little between the lines and not going over the rules. But, they got smart as we were filming. And there were times where you'll see me jam like, can we do that? And it's like, oh, well, it's I guess it's fair. I guess we can do it, So yeah, man. I mean, it's an amazing experience. And like I said, I just can't wait for all couples to watch it. I mean, this show is for everybody. Is gonna, and the one thing too, I mean, you can watch this with your ex, you can watch it with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, your significant other. There's so many things you can actually learn from watching this show, more or less than just being entertained. I mean, we all come for the action, the drama, and and the comedic relief. But also, there's a lot of things that you could take away from this too. And maybe a couple that's not doing so well could look at this and look at themselves and see themselves in the cast and hopefully can even better their situation. So all across the board, it's just a really good show. It's a hot show. It's different, and I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Now, before we leave, I just got to say there's an episode I haven't seen yet, but apparently it looks like St. Louis's own Gary G. Thang Johnson is going to be a part of the show. So I'm going to give a shout out to G. Thang. Bow Wow. Yeah. yeah. Bow Wow, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for joining us on Morning Blend. And you're right. From what I saw, it's going to be wild.
Man, it's smoking hot. I'm telling you.
Thanks again.
Thank you.